News that trouble for Satyendra Jain, the Delhi minister, increases. The trouble in Delhi is that whatever the issue comes by, Aam Aadmi Party and BJP are at loggerheads, and that's what we are debating today at Burning Question. Thank you so much, Niranjan, for that.
Burning Question, powered by Century Ply.
Political slugfest over Rohingyas issue between the BJP and the AAP snowballs into massive controversy, with both parties trading charges at each other.
Mr. Hardeep Singh Puri had the clear-cut concurrence of his government, and he has called those Rohingyas as refugees.
AIMIM chief Asauddin Owaisi came down heavily on the BJP, questioning its stand on the Rohingyas issue. And big arms haul in Maharashtra, 3 AK-47 rifles recovered from 2 unattended boats. Maharashtra government does not rule out the terror angle. And massive allegations against the makers of Dolo 650 as Supreme Court issued notice to center on Pharma plea. Did the makers offer 1,000 crore rupee freebies for the prescription? Congress faces massive backlash on Tipu backing for Siddaramaiah, welcomed with Savarkar posters. Now posters put up across Karnataka. And the only constant in Delhi is not change. Viewers, it's the fight between the BJP and the AAP. Whatever may be the issue, whether it's about the officer, whether it's about the liquor policy, or now, when on the face of it, both the BJP and the AAP are saying that they are against, both the BJP and the AAP are saying that they are against that these Rohingyas who have literally barged into our territory without any documentation and are equivalent to thieves, they should not be settled. Despite that, BJP and AAP are at loggerheads against each other, saying that the other is trying to settle them down in Delhi. It started with a tweet of the Central Minister of Hardeep Singh Puri, which was soon countered by the MHA, very clearly stated that no ways, no hows. Rohingyas have no place, not in Delhi, not in India. They are illegal immigrants. Illegal is the word. The Aam Aadmi Party came out with multiple press conferences. Then it was the BJP Delhi leadership which came out, and today it was the Central Minister for Information and Broadcasting, Anurag Thakur. He comes out and says that BJP has no agenda of settling them down, these Rohingyas in Delhi or any part of the country. No. But the irony is that the Aam Aadmi Party and BJP both are saying the same thing. Both are saying that settling Rohingyas down in Delhi by giving them flats is wrong. Then why are you fighting? Both are bringing, viewers, different sets of documents. Set number 1, BJP. Set number 2, Aam Aadmi Party, and both claim that the other is trying to settle them down. It's the most different kind of a debate, where in principally, when Charu Pragya of the BJP comes and Siddharth Sharma of the Aam Aadmi Party comes, both of them are going to say the same thing, that Rohingyas should not be settled in Delhi. Then why are you fighting? Why can't, and I ask this, viewers, why can't the BJP and the AAP come together, work shoulder to shoulder in this and find the real culprit? Whoever is responsible. If there is any officer who's trying to put or play this blame game between the BJP and the AAP, let's find it. Because when both of these parties are saying, the only two political players in Delhi are saying that Rohingyas have no place and they should not be given any house, government housing, then how and on whose behest were they being settled? That's the debate on burning question. The special report and then we debate.
The political slugfest between BJP and AAP over the Rohingya settlement issue escalated after the controversy broke out yesterday. Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia shot a letter to Union Home Minister Amit Shah seeking an explanation and a probe over accommodation to the Rohingyas.
केंद्र सरकार के ऑफिसर्स भी मीटिंग्स में डिसीजन ले रहे हैं तो करा कौन रहा है? तो इसीलिए मैंने गृह मंत्री जी को, केंद्रीय गृह मंत्री जी को चिट्ठी लिखी है अभी, और उसमें मैंने उनसे ये रिक्वेस्ट किया है कि पहली बात तो ये कि आप केंद्र सरकार का स्पष्ट रुख देश के सामने रखें, दिल्ली के सामने रखें.
BJP MP Gautam Gambhir tore into AAP, accusing it to indulging in dirty politics.
When it comes to writing this letter about giving better accommodation to Rohingyas, who had written this letter? It is the Delhi government who's written that letter. So rather than you asking us this question, you should ask the CM of Delhi this question, that what made him write this letter? As simple as it gets. And our Honorable HM on the floor of the House had made it very clear that all the Rohingyas will be deported from India. What bigger statement do you want from BJP's side?
Union Minister Anurag Thakur too came down heavily on the AAP-run Delhi government.
दिल्ली के मुख्यमंत्री अरविंद केजरीवाल जी मुख्यमंत्री कम, झूठ मंत्री ज़्यादा, और एक बार नहीं 100 बार सिद्ध हुआ है, और इसी की लाइन पर उनके सारे मंत्री उसी लाइन को लेते भी हैं. एक्साइज मंत्री भी एक्सक्यूज मंत्री बन गए.
The whole controversy erupted when Union Minister Hardeep Singh Puri on Wednesday in a tweet lauded the proposed shifting of the Rohingyas in the outer Delhi area, saying the move will silence a lot of discreditors of the central government. Union Home Ministry later issued a statement clarifying that no such plan was afoot. However, the whole issue snowballed into a huge controversy and political fight in which other parties have also joined.
How can a union minister say this without the concurrence of the Prime Minister and this government? Mr. Hardeep Singh Puri had the clear-cut concurrence of his government, and he has called those Rohingyas as refugees, and they'll be given UNHCR card.
Controversy notwithstanding, the question remains, do the Rohingyas need to be settled in India or deported out? Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Well, I don't think there is any doubt that the Rohingyas, who are illegal immigrants who have come without any documentation, without any permission, should be sent back. There is no place. And the best part is, which should have been ideally best part, Charu, that the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party both today are saying the same thing. Charu Pragya of the Aam Aadmi Party, Siddharth Sharma of the Charu Pragya of the BJP. Beg your pardon, please. Charu Pragya of the BJP, Siddharth Sharma of the Aam Aadmi Party, both are saying the same thing, that there is no place of Rohingyas in Delhi or in India. Binay Singh, writer, political analyst, is with me. Pratikrit Paine is with me. Ravi Shrivastava is with me. Dr. Lubna Kamal is with me. Charu, yes, I'm coming to you. Charu Pragya and Siddharth Sharma. Can I have the BJP and the AAP on screen, please? Charu, I know, slip of tongue, and it's a massive one. But I say, Charu, today you and Siddharth are saying the same thing, that there is no place for Rohingyas in Delhi. Then who was trying to settle them in? Charu Pragya, who was trying to settle these illegal immigrants in Delhi? When you and the Aam Aadmi Party both are saying that there was no place. There is no place for Rohingyas in Delhi or India.
Aishwarya, good evening. And no, I disagree with you.
Good
What
evening, sir.
the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party says are not the same thing at all, because the Aam Aadmi Party is distributing revdies to illegal immigrants. It's the Aam Aadmi Party which is sitting in front of
Oh, is it?
bulldozers to take down the settlements of illegal immigrants. BJP is very clear. There is a very clear distinction between refugees and illegal immigrants. Aam Aadmi Party refuses to see this, and that's exactly why they have not declared the Rohingya camp as a detention center. Please tell me, when is the Aam Aadmi Party government doing that in Delhi? And do not mince words.
Siddharth will do that. Siddharth, I hope you are listening to Charu. You answer on your turn, Siddharth. Charu is asking you a straight question before I open the debate. Siddharth, Charu is asking you, when are you going to declare?
Absolutely.
Yes,
Yeah,
Mr. Sharma.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, hi,
What
Aishwarya.
absolutely?
The moot question here is that once an issue regarding national security raises up, when an issue of national security comes up, political
Let's
parties
begin by
have
you
to
giving us
work
a date.
above
Let's
party lines
begin
and
by
on
you
national issues.
giving us a
On the
date.
issue
When
of
are you
national
declaring
security.
this illegal settlement
BJP
to be a
is very
detention
clear.
Charu,
camp?
one by one.
Delayed
Charu,
by
one
a
by one,
year?
please.
Just
Thank you.
give us a date.
Charu, when you are speaking,
Charu, one by
what
one.
is this? What is this? What is this?
No,
What
one
is
by
this?
one, one by
I'm
one, one by
asking
one.
for a
Let me
date,
moderate
not
one by
a
one. When Charu
roundabout
speaks,
answer.
Siddharth Sharma is quiet.
Yeah,
When
exactly.
Siddharth speaks, Charu is quiet.
So, the
Thank you.
point
One by
here is
one,
that when the
please.
BJP
Please. Let's have a civilized debate. Thank you. Thank you, both of you. Thank you. Yeah. Siddharth, when are you going to declare detention centers? Siddharth Sharma, please answer.
Yeah. Anyone regarding the national issues, the illegal migrants, this issue constitutionally falls under the central government. As far as Delhi is concerned, no land belongs to Delhi government. Even the purported letter here, which was written behind the back of the elected government of Delhi, that has been circulating for the last 2 days, that was supposed to be written, that was addressed to the NDMC. The NDMC doesn't fall under the Delhi government. The point here is very clear that BJP, which speaks about national security at the drop of the hat, since yesterday morning when Hardeep Singh Puri tweeted this and the tweet storm has started, as an anchor, you will have to ask BJP spokesperson, why aren't they speaking about national security here? At the drop of the hat, they speak about national security. And this issue is a very important aspect of national security. There are 4 characters in this act. 4 characters. The first character is the government of India, which says that officially Rohingyas are illegal migrants and they have to be deported. The second character is the Delhi government, which is saying
Do you
that
doubt that? I don't
Rohingyas
doubt it.
are illegal migrants and they have to be deported. Both these characters have the consent
Same
of the
thing.
Supreme Court, even the Supreme Court says that the Rohingyas are illegal migrants and they have to be deported.
Hold on, Charu, I'm coming. Hold on, Charu, I'm
In
coming.
spite of these,
I'm coming for the counter,
these
Charu.
2
Come.
characters, there is a third character called the Urban Development Ministry of the Modi government, which says that Rohingyas have to be rehabilitated. Then a 4th character comes into the picture, which circumnavigates, it goes behind the back of the elected government of Delhi, goes behind the back of the Vidhan Sabha of Delhi, which has BJP MLAs also. It goes behind the BJP MPs, 7 MPs of BJP, and decides between the LG and the Deputy Secretary of Home, with the consent of the Delhi police, that Rohingyas have to be rehabilitated. That exactly is the moot point here. This is the
Charu is countering you.
issue.
Charu is countering you, and then I open the debate. Vinesh, I'm coming. Patrikrita, I'm coming. Hold on. Charu is countering you, Mr. Sharma. Siddharth, Charu is countering you. Siddharth, Charu is countering you. Siddharth, Charu is countering you with facts. Yes, Charu. No, I have taken your point, Siddharth. Now you give chance to Charu. Thank you. Yeah, Charu.
With national security. That's the question here. Who is playing with national security?
Okay. My turn to speak.
Charu, Charu.
Speak now. Aishwarya, please notice, viewers, please notice that the Aam Aadmi spokesperson did not answer my very pointed and very direct question. Moreover, it is their government which is giving them free ration, which is giving them free electricity, free bus fares for their children, schooling. In fact, they are even making Rohingyas imams in mosques and giving them a salary. They are the ones who since 1 year refuse to declare a specific area as a detention camp. I am sorry, all the roundabout things that you have said on this said debate is a big fat lie, as uttered by your chief minister repeatedly, because our government in the center has been very clear. We draw a very clear distinction between refugees and no.
Charu and Siddharth, Charu.
One minute.
Charu, I just want to know one thing today on the debate. Charu, Siddharth, hold on. Siddharth, please hold on. Siddharth, please hold on. Charu, I just want to know one thing before I go to Patrikrita and Ravi, and also to Binay Singh. Charu, Pragya, I just want to know one thing. Because when Saurabh Bharadwaj comes out of the Aam Aadmi Party, he says that it's the responsibility of the Delhi police to make the detention center. And when the Delhi BJP state president Adesh Gupta comes out, he says it's the responsibility of the Delhi government. So BJP says it's the responsibility of the Delhi government. The Delhi government says it's the responsibility of the Delhi police, which comes under the LG and which comes under the central government to make this detention center. So while both of you are in principally, Dr. Lubna Kamal are saying the same thing, that Rohingyas, illegal immigrants, should not be given place. You are fighting it out. Why can't both of you think and see over and above your narrow political viewpoints, Charu? And why can't you come above and stand, okay, I am ready to go with Siddharth Sharma today to any office, Charu. Why can't you say that and ask, who is the officer who's responsible for this? And if there is any BJP leader who's responsible, let's pinpoint. And if there is any Aam Aadmi Party leader who's responsible, Siddharth, then you should also take action. Because both of you are saying the same thing. And BJP is saying that AAP is double-faced. AAP is saying BJP is double-faced. That's your counter. But I am saying in principally, the viewers are watching, Charu. You both are saying that Rohingyas should not be given a place in Delhi or in India. So why can't you do that? Lubna Kamal, Dr. Lubna Kamal and Binay Singh. I am opening the debate and going to everyone. Patikrita, I am coming. Dr. Lubna Kamal, who's a media expert at the IMPAR, Assistant Professor at State Jawaharlal Nehru Homeopathic Medical College, is live from Lucknow. Doctor, what's your point, ma'am? Ma'am, what's your take on it?
See, the Rohingyas are refugees. No one can deny that.
No, they are not refugees. I feel they are illegal immigrants. Refugees are people who follow a process, ma'am.
Then why
Dr. Lubna Kamal, refugees are those, the government does not claim them, the government does not tag them as refugees.
Fine.
No, I am saying, Dr. Lubna Kamal, I am saying what the government of India says. Government of India says, Dr. Lubna Kamal, and if I am wrong, please correct me, ma'am. They say that they are illegal immigrants.
Why are they here?
Government has to answer. Government has to answer.
How are they here?
Government should answer.
The BJP is there in the center.
Illegal immigrants, ma'am. They illegally enter.
Yes,
we are still human, so we...
Both the spokespersons are here. Why don't you ask them? And if they
yes, they are.
See,
absolutely, you're right.
They should be kept in detention.
Let's have both of them on air.
That is okay.
Charu?
Yeah. If they are illegal immigrants...
Charu, please answer Dr. Lubna Kamal.
Yes, so exactly. So the center is in conversation with the respective countries to deport them.
What is the
party government?
How many days?
No. 1 minute.
One by one, Ravi, hold on, please. Ravi, hold on.
1 minute.
Dr. Lubna Kamal and Charu, one by one.
So I asked, they have been stateless for a very long time, yet the government of India is ensuring they get sent back to the respective countries. I asked very pointed yes and no questions. Is the Aam Aadmi Party government providing them free pani, bijli, ration? Yes or no? They did not answer. Point number 2. No. 1 minute, do not speak.
You are here,
because the central government has made its stand extremely clear. The central government, the courts have made its stand extremely clear.
Let's have a decent debate so that viewers can understand what we're doing. Please, Charu and Lubna.
Do not speak over me, because I am simply asking yes and no questions.
One by one, please. Dr. Lubna, one by one, please. Thank you.
Either you are not having to my question.
First of all, tell me, do you not understand the distinction between refugees and migrants?
Charu, she is asking you a question. Let her ask a question.
It is not matter of days. It is
let her ask the question and then let her wait while I give my reply instead of speaking over me.
No, you are bringing up in your conversation.
Charu is answering, Dr. Lubna. Thank you. Charu is answering. Charu is answering back. Let's have the answer, ma'am. Let's have the answer, Dr. Lubna.
Without stating up?
Charu, please answer.
So,
can you... No, can she answer?
So now, Aishwarya, currently... No, why not? They are equal stakeholders here.
Dr. Lubna,
they are equal stakeholders because they are the ones who are encouraging illegal immigrants to settle in our country. They are the ones who are giving them free ration, free education, free electricity. They are the ones who are giving them jobs. They are the ones who are sitting in front of bulldozers while the central government
And you are
makes
just
sure
watching.
that illegal inhabitants are
And
not
you are just
taking over the
watching.
country. No, so, okay, do not
And you are
speak
just
over me.
watching.
Now I'm asking yes and no questions to the Aam Aadmi Party government because this is my country, this is my
Again,
country, and
Aam
I have
Aadmi
all the
Party.
rights to ask these questions.
Again, Aam Aadmi Party.
Are you giving them ration or not? No, can you not wait for your turn to speak, or do you not understand the basic etiquettes of any debate? Question number 2, are you not giving them jobs and giving them as much as
Siddharth Sharma also.
30,000 rupees a month to be imams and at mosques in Delhi? Question number 3, are you not
Siddharth Sharma.
allowing the children to travel free in buses to get education in
Why
Delhi
you are
schools?
hating all
What
this
happens to
happen?
our citizens when the government of India has made it stand
Each
clear,
issue
when they are to be
goes
Charu and
deported,
Siddharth.
as soon as these technicalities are
is never
smooth,
solved.
as soon as these
No issues are
technicalities are
solved.
taken care of by the External Affairs Ministry, what is the problem with this lady? Can she not wait for her turn to speak, or is she so agitated with her support to the Rohingyas that she cannot allow anybody to ask a reasonable question? Now I'm glad to see the Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson here. Please give me yes and no answers. आप राशन दे रहे हैं, आप पानी दे रहे हैं, आप बिजली दे रहे हैं, आप नौकरी दे रहे हैं, आप पैसे दे रहे हैं, आप बस में फ्री आना जाना दे रहे हैं, आपके नेता उनके घरों की इलीगल घरों के डिमोलिशन के सामने बैठते हैं,
विनय जी,
क्या हो रहा है? Did you not write a letter to the central government asking them to be given EWS accommodations in the city? Did you not do that? That letter is in the
She's
public
asking
domain.
you pinpointed questions today. Siddharth, you have to answer on that. Siddharth, are you giving all this? Patikrita, I'm coming. Give me 2 more minutes. Thank you. Siddharth. Siddharth is answering to Charu. Hold on, Dr. Lubna.
You have
Yeah.
Yes, Siddharth.
Aishwarya.
Yeah,
Delhi
Aishwarya,
Delhi government has given in writing.
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
Charu, now
High
let him
Court
answer.
that they are giving
Charu, you
us-
asked. Now let him answer. Thank you. Charu, let him answer.
Aishwarya, any debate has some etiquette. The BJP spokesperson has to understand. Aishwarya,
Just give us yes and no
any
answer.
debate.
Let's come back on the
has
point and
a
please answer.
etiquette
She has asked you
that we
specific
have to
questions.
address the moderator. The BJP cannot give, BJP spokesperson has to ask any question. It cannot ask question to me. It has to ask a question to the moderator and the moderator will ask me. They cannot
Let her ask.
just hijack any debate.
If the BJP directly
Charu
wants
is
to ask the
concerned, I
Aam
would
Aadmi
rather
Party and the
suggest,
Aam Aadmi
the anchor
Party
to mute her
directly
for
wants
a
to
few
ask
minutes so
Aap
that I can answer
Siddharth,
the
I am
questions,
permitting it. Why?
point by point,
Because
but
I am
sorry.
sick and tired.
Yeah.
I'll tell you,
Yeah,
Siddharth
the
Sharma.
question-
Siddharth Sharma.
Yes.
I am personally, and when I get the Charu, please.
Exactly.
When I get these responses of the people of Delhi,
Exactly.
you know what happens? They say, sir, they come with 2 sets of paper. 1 hour prior, when the BJP press conference happens, they come with their own set of papers, Vinay Singh, and the people of Delhi and the people of this country feel that that's right. And just within 60 minutes, you will have a Saurabh Bharadwaj or a Sanjay Singh or a Manish Sisodiya doing a counter press conference with a different set of papers saying completely opposite. The people of this country are unable to understand. On every issue, are there 2 sets of papers? What is happening in Delhi? We are talking about the capital city. And now when Charu is asking, Siddharth Sharma, coming back to this specific point, are you giving free water, electricity, food to the illegal immigrants or not? Pointed question,
Yeah,
pointed answer. Siddharth Sharma is
Yeah, may
answering.
I
Thank you
answer?
very much.
Yeah, I answer.
Please, sir. Please, Siddharth.
Yeah, Aam Aadmi Party has been very unequivocal that the Delhi taxpayers' money cannot be spent on any unauthorized illegal immigrants. Now, as far as illegal immigrants in India is concerned, BJP also has to answer that how is it taking care of the thousands of immigrants, just not in Delhi, but in Jammu. Jammu is under
No.
BJP's control and there too Rohingya immigrants are there. Aren't they eating food? Aren't they using electricity? Aren't they using water? How are they using it? It's for the BJP to answer. As far as
hold
let
on.
me complete. And one thing that Charu very
Yeah,
specifically said in this program just a few minutes ago about deportation was that BJP, the union government is in talks with different countries going about deportation issues. Now, the issue here is that continuing from that, just 1 week ago in Cambodia, the Honorable External Affairs Minister of India, Mr. Jaishankar, and the United States Secretary of State, Mr. Antony Blinken, had a meeting in which the readout says that Burma issue was discussed. And within 1 week of Burma issue getting discussed between Indian Foreign Minister and the US Secretary of State, Mr. Hardeep Singh Puri, who also is a career diplomat, he unilaterally goes ahead and says that according to UN norms, India is going to take care, rehabilitate Rohingya refugees. Whereas India, in essence, isn't yet a signatory to the United
Ravi
Nations
Srivastava,
Refugee Convention.
Dr. Lubna Kamal.
Now, after the hot potato blows up,
Dr. Ravi Srivastava.
BJP
Dr. Ravi Srivastava.
very intelligently,
No, I
very
have
cleverly,
understood your point, Siddharth. Siddharth, you are saying that it was all started. Charu, hold on. Ravi Srivastava, Binay. Ravi Srivastava, Binay Singh. Okay, Pathikrit is also there. Yeah. Ravi Srivastava and Binay Singh. I'm coming, please. I have to go to everyone. Thank you very much. Siddharth, I've taken your point. Siddharth, I've given you more than 90 seconds, sir. Siddharth, thank you. Ravi.
That is the most
Ravi and Binay.
Aishwarya, Hardeep Puri's tweet clearly
Yes, sir.
mentioned about the United Nations refugee policy, and accordingly he said that they should be provided with the accommodation in the EWS flats. I am asking a question to Hardeep Puri that when you are following United Nations conventions, United Nations resolutions, why don't you follow them letter spirit on the Kashmir also? Why selectively to use it only in Delhi? My point here is there are Hindus persecuted, came back from Pakistan, who are living in a miserable condition in the Delhi and Rajasthan in several places. Why the government does not bother about them? Why the Hardeep Puri is so worried about these refugees only? And my plain question to the BJP person is that when they were here in this country for last so many years, why they were not deported? Simple question. Who was protecting them? The land
Binay
belongs
Singh,
to
you went to the court
government.
on this, right?
The,
Ravi Srivastava,
all tents
Binay
provided
Singh,
by this
you went on the
government land.
went to the court
And
on this,
why
right?
why they were not taken
Yeah.
back?
Please,
Why they were
Binay
not
Singh is
deported?
countering you, sir.
Whom are they waiting for?
No,
They are
I have taken
refusing.
your point.
Supreme Court
Ravi
said it.
Srivastava, I have taken
So
your
why
point.
do-
I
why
have
don't you
Manoj
follow
Tiwari
the
waiting in a
Supreme
car for
Court
me, but
order?
still I'm going to Binay
Why
Singh
to
first.
question the
Binay
Aam
Singh,
Aadmi
Binay
Party
Singh.
government for
Hold
what?
on, Ravi ji. I have taken your point. I have understood your point, Ravi Srivastava. I have understood your point. Yes, you are putting it on Hardeep Puri and let Binay Singh, who you filed in what, sir? In the court?
It's an intervening petition.
Okay, please.
Aishwarya, I'm happy for one thing at least. That, only BJP was a party who has a very clear stand on Rohingya. But now, a second party, Aam Aadmi Party, they have also a very clear stand. They are very vocal that none of the illegal immigrants or aggressors like Rohingyas, they are allowed. So I think it's a welcome step. And so again, there is a bit of confusion. Aam Aadmi Party should make it clear on those issues also that what is your stand on Khalistan. Like you made your stand clear on Rohingyas, you also made your stand clear on Khalistan.
You should reply on
because
Khalistan.
there is a bit of confusion. Just a minute, sir. Just a minute. Just a minute.
Iqbal Singh
Just a minute.
Lalpura,
Just a minute.
who is in your parliamentary
And as far as
board,
Manoj Tiwari ji,
Rohingyas are concerned,
he has
as far as
supported
Rohingyas are
Mr.
concerned,
Binay.
Aishwarya, they are
Mr.
not
Binay
simple
Singh,
illegal
are you aware
immigrants.
of that? You
They
don't
are
ask me
aggressors.
about Khalistan.
And Rohingyas,
Don't ask me
they
about
have their
Khalistan.
own terrorist outfit.
I don't know
Al
where is
Arakan
Khalistan.
Rohingya
But
Salvation
you reply
Army.
me,
And none of
Iqbal
us
Singh
know
Lalpura,
that the Rohingyas
why he
living
is
here,
defending
they are member of
Bhindranwale?
that outfit or not.
Why
And
is
that
defending
outfit
Bhindranwale?
is connected and affiliated to so many other terrorist outfits across the globe, including the terror organizations in Pakistan.
Yeah.
So
Pathikrit, you are listening to this?
Rohingyas, when you say they are a prosecuted lot, they are becharas, they are refugees, they are not refugees, sir. And I say again, Aishwarya, this process of settling Rohingyas in India, it is a process of implanting disease from other country into India. It's a disease in Myanmar which is trying to get implanted into India.
No, but we cannot allow it. We cannot allow it. Charu, I'm going to come to you. Give me 5 minutes. I have Manoj Tiwari joining in. Manoj Tiwari
You brought it.
and Siddharth Sharma. Manoj Tiwari ji, आपने ये पत्रकार आपने प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस की थी कल. Yesterday you did a press conference, Manoj Tiwari ji. You are a member of parliament from Delhi. और हमने अपने हिंदी वाले चैनल रिपब्लिक भारत पे आपसे बात भी की थी, बहस की. मनोज तिवारी जी, आम आदमी पार्टी आज यही कह रही है. सिद्धार्थ शर्मा है उनके वरिष्ठ प्रवक्ता, वो कह रहे हैं भाई हम भी खिलाफ हैं. आम आदमी पार्टी इज ऑल्सो अगेंस्ट रोहिंग्यास. तो जो बीजेपी कह रही है वही आम आदमी पार्टी कह रही है. फिर आप दोनों लड़ क्यों रहे हैं? वो आपकी वीडियो चलाते हैं अपनी प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में
ऐश्वर्या जी
और कहते हैं मनोज तिवारी रोहिंग्या की मदद करना चाहते हैं.
ऐश्वर्या जी
जी
हाँ, देखिए ये एक ऐसा विषय है जिस पे बहुत ज़्यादा पड़ताल की आवश्यकता है। और जो भी लोग डिबेट में बैठे हैं, मैं देख रहा हूं कि जैसे एक सज्जन ने प्रश्न किया, जब दूसरे ने जवाब देना शुरू किया तो वो सुनना ही नहीं चाहते हैं, क्योंकि वो जो सुनना नहीं चाहते हैं उसको डिस्टर्ब करना चाहते हैं। पहले तो इससे बाज आना चाहिए। डिबेट बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है और देश के लोग जब सुन रहे हैं तो वो सबका वर्जन सुनना चाहते हैं। मैं आपके सामने ये रख सकता हूं कि आज जब हमारी सौरभ भारद्वाज से बात हो रही थी तो सौरभ भारद्वाज ने डिबेट होते होते गुस्से में कहा कि नरेश कुमार को देशद्रोह का सजा लगाया जाए। उन्होंने उनके समय में ये रोहिंग्याज को ईडब्ल्यूएस फ्लैट देने की बात हुई। अब ये डायलॉग इतना खतरनाक है। नरेश कुमार इसी 2022 में आए हुए हैं और जब से नरेश कुमार चीफ सेक्रेटरी बने हैं तब से इनकी जो भी आपराधिक गतिविधियां हैं उसको वो छुपा नहीं रहे हैं। जो भी सच्चाई आती है वो देते हैं। इसलिए आज वो नरेश कुमार पर देशद्रोह लगाने का बात किए, जबकि जो लेटर 2/8/2021 को लिखा गया कि इन रोहिंग्याज को दिल्ली सरकार के द्वारा कि इनको ईडब्ल्यूएस का फ्लैट अलॉट कर दिया जाए, इनको अच्छी सुविधा दी जाए, उस समय
इधर उधर की बात छोड़िए,
आप सुन लीजिए ना, सुनने में क्यों आपको परेशानी हो रही है?
कैसे हो गया?
जब आप
हरदीप सिंह पुरी जी ने जो ट्वीट किया उस पर बात कीजिए। ये बताइए
अरे भाई थोड़ा पेशेंस तो रखो। आप बोल रहे थे तो मैं बोल रहा था।
एक एक करके सिद्धार्थ जी, एक एक करके।
ऐश्वर्या कैसे बात होगी? ये ऐसे नॉनसेंस
एक एक
करेंगे तो कैसे होगा? हम जवाब तो दे रहे हैं,
एक एक करके।
दूसरे में टपकने की आवश्यकता क्या है?
जी बोलिए बोलिए।
आपने बोला तो मैं थोड़ी कुछ बोल रहा था भाई साहब। आपको इतनी परेशानी हो जाती है तो सवाल उठता है कि आपको गुस्सा है कि आप इस समय आपका
सिद्धार्थ जी ओके, थैंक यू, रिलैक्स सिद्धार्थ जी। बोलिए बोलिए मनोज तिवारी।
कौन आदमी है, कैसे बात? तो थोड़ा तो आप जो बोलेंगे तो थोड़ी हम आपको बोल रहे हैं।
आम आदमी पार्टी के प्रवक्ता है, राष्ट्रीय प्रवक्ता सिद्धार्थ शर्मा, वो आपसे सवाल कर रहे हैं। मैंने कहा पहले आप अपनी बात पूरी कर लीजिए। जी बोलिए बोलिए।
हाँ, मैं बहुत सारे डिबेट में बैठता हूं, संजय सिंह बैठते हैं, सौरभ भारद्वाज, कभी दूसरे को टोका टोकी नहीं करते। आप हमारी बातों को नोट करते रहिए, जब आप आएगा तो बोल दीजिएगा, हम रिप्लाई करेंगे। एक पार्टी जो लगातार साल भर से ईडब्ल्यूएस कोटे का फ्लैट देने के लिए रोहिंग्याज को 10 चिट्ठी लिखती है, रिमाइंडर लिखती है, और हरदीप पुरी जी का एक ट्वीट जो कि वो टैग भी करते हैं गृह मंत्रालय को, और तुरंत गृह मंत्रालय कहता है कि नो, ऐसा नहीं कर सकते, हमारा नियम उनको डिपोर्ट करने का है, वो डिटेन किए गए हैं, डिटेंशन सेंटर में हैं, उनके कंसर्न कंट्री से हम बात कर रहे हैं, उनको हम भेजेंगे। उसके बाद बहस की कोई गुंजाइश बच जाती है। हरदीप पुरी जी का ट्वीट निश्चित रूप से कुछ समय के लिए क्योस पैदा किया, लेकिन हरदीप पुरी जी ने खुद ही क्लियर कर दिया है कि हमने ये सारी बातें ट्वीट करके टैग करके पूछा गृह मंत्रालय से क्या करना है। गृह मंत्रालय का बयान आ गया। क्या गृह मंत्रालय से अलग है ये डिपार्टमेंट? पहली बात। ये बात क्लियर होने के बाद भी आम आदमी पार्टी की सरकार ये कह रही है कि हमारे दिल्ली का जो होम डिपार्टमेंट है, दिल्ली सरकार का भी होम डिपार्टमेंट होता है ऐश्वर्या जी, देश के लोगों को पता चले। और लगातार इन लोगों ने 10 चिट्ठियां लिखी हैं कि ईडब्ल्यूएस का कोटे का फ्लैट दिया जाए, लेकिन जो पाकिस्तान से हिंदू शरणार्थी आकर के रह रहे हैं उनको अभी तक दिल्ली की सरकार ने बिजली कनेक्शन भी नहीं दिया है। ये देश के सामने सच्चाई है। आप किस बात पे बहस कर रहे हैं? एक ट्वीट अगर किसी ने कर दिया वो ह्यूमन एरर है। मैं बार बार कह रहा हूं, वो जो ट्वीट किए हैं उस ट्वीट पे तुरंत क्लियरिफिकेशन किया होम डिपार्टमेंट ने, तो उसके बाद आपको जवाब देना चाहिए कि आप इंसानियत का कौन सा पाठ पढ़ा रहे हैं देश को। जहां हिंदू शरणार्थी हैं वहां आप बिजली कनेक्शन भी नहीं देंगे, पानी के लिए
जवाब आ रहा है मनोज तिवारी जी।
पैसे से मंगाने पड़ते हैं जो कि दिल्ली सरकार के अंतर्गत है। तो इसका जवाब दीजिए कि ये भेदभाव क्यों है?
आम आदमी पार्टी के प्रवक्ता सिद्धार्थ शर्मा जवाब दे रहे हैं। सिद्धार्थ जी बताइए। सिद्धार्थ जी प्लीज आंसर। सिद्धार्थ,
आई एम लूजिंग योर सिग्नल।
No, I'll take your signal back, but Ravi Srivastava, can you please tell me? I'll just connect back to Siddharth. Manoj Tiwari has made a very valid point. Why will you write 10 reminders? Ravi, why will the Delhi government write 10 reminders? 10 reminders, he says. I'm coming, Charu. I'm coming. Ravi. No, there's being some network problem there, I think. Dr. Lubna Kamal, can you hear me? No, Ravi, your audio is also gone back. Dr. Lubna Kamal, can you hear me? Dr. Lubna Kamal,
Yes,
you heard the BJP MP Manoj Tiwari, and he's still there.
But I completely
He can
disagree.
listen to your
Just a
counter.
minute, just a minute.
He says the Delhi government.
Just a minute. I would like to inform him that Hardeep Puri sir has been a bureaucrat. He has been a diplomat. So he should take out this phrase of human error from his whatever he was speaking about. And the second thing is that the tweet was not "Pucha nahi." The tweet was an actual tweet. So he must update himself. He is not a regular neta. Hardeep Puri sir is not a regular neta. Please.
No, I understand. And Manoj Tiwari ji, Charu Pragya, मैं एक और सवाल आपसे पूछ रहा हूं मनोज तिवारी जी, और ये ब्रेकिंग न्यूज आई है, उसके बाद मैं आपको जाने दूंगा क्योंकि आप ट्रैवल कर रहे हैं. लेकिन ये जो लेटर आज मनीष सिसोदिया व्यूअर्स डिड अ प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस स्टेटिंग दैट आई हैव रिटन टू द होम मिनिस्टर. मनीष सिसोदिया ने प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस करके कहा था, चारू, दैट आई हैव रिटन प्रतिक्रिया टू द होम मिनिस्टर. तो अजय कुमार मिश्रा हैज रिटन, द मिनिस्टर ऑफ स्टेट फॉर होम अफेयर्स हैज रिप्लाइड बैक टू मनीष सिसोदिया, and in this letter he has given a 8-point reply, and the last point says, मैं आपसे यह अनुरोध करना चाहूंगा कि अवैध वर्ड्स, इलीगल, अवैध विदेशियों को, खासकर रोहिंग्याओं के मुद्दे को गंभीरता से लेते हुए विदेशी अधिनियम 1946 के अंतर्गत कार्यवाही दिल्ली सरकार के गृह विभाग, द सेम थिंग विच मनोज तिवारी वाज सेइंग कि दिल्ली सरकार का भी एक होम डिपार्टमेंट होता है, तत्परता से की जाए. द होम मिनिस्टर, द एमओएस ऑफ होम इज सेइंग कि दिल्ली गवर्नमेंट का जो होम गृह विभाग है, इट शुड वर्क, एंड दैट्स द लेटर. मनोज तिवारी जी, जो आप कह रहे थे वो मेंशन्ड है अभी अभी अजय कुमार मिश्रा ने जो रिप्लाई किया है मनीष सिसोदिया को. Manoj Tiwari, and then he has to go. Then I'll continue the debate, Charuya.
ऐश्वर्या भाई, that's why I'm saying
वो चिट्ठी आपके फोन पे आप खोल के पढ़ लीजिए.
दिल्ली सरकार का भी
चिट्ठी आप पढ़ लीजिए खोल के.
होता है दिल्ली
और यही वो चिट्ठी में लिख रहे हैं. अजय कुमार मिश्रा इज राइटिंग दिस इन द लेटर.
लिख रहे हैं जी. उससे आज दिल्ली सरकार क्यों भागना चाह रही है? उनको लगता है कि हम देश को बेवकूफ बना देंगे कि होम डिपार्टमेंट है, मतलब ये सेंटर का है. दिल्ली सरकार के पास भी होम डिपार्टमेंट है जिसके एडिशनल चीफ सेक्रेटरी होते हैं, प्रिंसिपल सेक्रेटरी होते हैं, और वो पूरी तरह से दिल्ली सरकार के अंतर्गत होती है. और आपको मैं बताऊं, 2/8/2021 पहला चिट्ठी जाता है ईडब्ल्यूएस कोटे का फ्लैट देने के लिए दिल्ली सरकार के तरफ से. 4/8/2021 को दोबारा रिमाइंडर जाता है. 10/8/2021 को फिर से एफआरआरओ को चिट्ठी लिखा जाता है. 5/11/2021 को, 28/12/2021 को. और जब हम ये सवाल पूछते हैं आम आदमी पार्टी से, तो आम आदमी पार्टी बोलती है नरेश कुमार को देशद्रोह का सजा लगाओ, जबकि इस समय नरेश कुमार वाज नॉट चीफ सेक्रेटरी. दैट टाइम चीफ सेक्रेटरी वाज अनदर पर्सन. तो उनका नाम आते ही कहते हैं, चुप हो जाते हैं. आप क्या इस समय इतना भेदभाव में आ गए हैं? सारे चिट्ठियां आने के बाद, सारे फैक्ट आने के बाद आप भाग नहीं सकते. इसलिए मैं ये सवाल पूछना चाहता हूं कि आप स्वयं बताइए कि आज की डेट में आप कितने रोहिंग्याज को आधार कार्ड दिए हैं, कितने रोहिंग्याज को आपने वोटर आईडी बनाया है. ये सब भी अभी विषय आएगा और मैं इसका डिटेल आपको प्रस्तुत करने वाला हूं.
सर, पर जो सेंटर में है वो उनको बाहर कर सकता है.
बहुत धन्यवाद. तो दैट वाज मनोज तिवारी. थैंक यू सो मच मनोज तिवारी जी ज्वाइन करने के लिए. लेकिन रवि श्रीवास्तव, कैन यू आंसर दैट? एंड चारू प्रज्ञा इज टेकिंग ऑन द डिबेट. थैंक यू, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद मनोज तिवारी जी बर्निंग क्वेश्चन रिपब्लिक मीडिया पे आने के लिए. Pathikrit Paine, you heard everything. And now this letter is coming in. Charu, I'm coming. Pathikrit hasn't spoken. Pathikrit Paine, can you please tell me? Now this letter which has been written back by the MOS home, Ajay Kumar Mishra to the Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi, has a 8-point answer. Has a specific 8-point answer. And in every point it say that never Government of India has said that they are in favor of giving any kind of accommodation or facility to the illegal immigrants, Pathikrit. It's an official reply from the MOS home, Government of India, to Deputy Chief Minister, Government of Delhi. Yes, Pathikrit.
Aishwarya, first of all, let me tell you this. Illegal immigrants from Bangladesh or Rohingyas are not potential vote bank for BJP. We know whose vote bank they are. We know whose corporators have been involved in anti-CAA riots. We know who Tahir Hussain has been. We know who opposed the Citizenship Amendment Act, so that's a given. We know which are the political parties who are in the appeasement business and give actually ration cards, Aadhaar cards to all these immigrants coming in, illegal immigrants. Sir, 1 second, please. I have been waiting for 40 minutes.
Raviji, one by one, please.
Why they could not implement that? Tell me. Tell me why the government could not implement that.
One by one, sir. When you speak, I don't let others speak.
CAA, why the government could not implement?
Let Pathikrit, he has been quiet for 30 minutes.
So you reply me now.
Let him make his point. Let Pathikrit make his point, Raviji.
Why the apologized by the Prime Minister of this country on the floor of the House?
In the mouth symbol. Let me finish.
You reply me now.
Let me finish now.
No, this is not done now.
Aishwarya, the issue is this. This joker.
Are you aware that
what are you doing?
Hindus are
let me
right in Delhi, they are living over the...
Ravi Srivastava, no, calm down. Ravi Srivastava, calm down. I am not going to allow this. Ravi Srivastava, calm down. Ravi Srivastava, you are such a senior person. At least respect your age. Pathikrit is trying to be decent to us. Please, Ravi Srivastava, listen to him.
Why are you not worried about
Ravi Srivastava, what are you doing?
Why are you not worried about
Director, please.
Hindus being killed in the Kashmir?
Ravi Srivastava, audio down. Thank you very much. Pathikrit, complete your point and then I'm coming to you, Charu.
So let me tell you this. We know who are doing the politics, but at the same time, the tweet of Hardeep Singh Puri has put a lot of embarrassment for the central government. And so I think the central government must make sure such tweets don't come. And if that tweet has not been done without validation, then it's a question mark. There's a bigger question, Aishwarya. There's a bigger question. As a taxpayer, I want to know. I know the intent of BJP is right, that they want to deport. I have been a strong supporter of Modi government. But where is the deportation policy of this country? Where there are countries where if you are an illegal immigrant, you can be incarcerated for decades. Do we have a policy where we can incarcerate and prison illegal immigrants? We don't have. So let's talk about logic. This two-way debate will continue. The problem is this: who stops the government of India from fencing the Indo-Nepal border, which is the new route for illegal immigrants to come in? We know what the Aam Aadmi Party does. I have zero expectation from Aam Aadmi Party or these regional parties who actually use them as a vote bank. But the central government has to show...
Dr. Lubna Kamal, Ravi Srivastava, you don't let anyone speak, then I won't be able to come to you because you eat into others' time, sir. Dr. Lubna Kamal.
This is one issue.
Dr. Lubna Kamal, Pathikrit has put it very aptly that this tweet Binay Singh of Hardeep Singh Puri has created these jitters. There was no need of this.
Aishwarya, one thing I agree with Pathikrit, that yes, this tweet has created a confusion. But again, you don't need to be confused.
The government of India was very clear.
No,
MHA was very clear. Amit Shah himself in the parliament was clear.
Aishwarya, not just after the tweet, but for the last 2-3 years, BJP has been very clear on the issue of this Rohingyas.
Amit Shah was clear on the floor of the House.
Yes. So how can you deny what Amit Shah said, what BJP as a party or as a government, what they have put arguments in the court? So a tweet has created a sense of confusion. But again, I think everything is clear. Everything is very clear. And I'm happy, Aishwarya, that many parties, I can see that Hriday Parivartan Aam Aadmi Party has got. Their stand was totally different. They were pro Rohingyas. They were soft on Rohingyas. But I can see a sense of Hriday Parivartan, and that is for a political reason. If that is for a political reason, that creates doubts again.
Dr. Lubna.
See, I would say
Dr. Lubna
that Hardeep Puri sir has been a diplomat and he is aware of the UN laws. And you can say that these are illegal immigrants, but as per UN, as per the rest of the world, these are refugees. And that is why Hardeep Puri sir had to tweet that. And which he had to take back later on.
Dr. Lubna Malik, as per Government of India, they are illegal immigrants. Charu Pragya, last 45 seconds to you to answer everything. But what I mean is, Charu, that why was that tweet required? Everyone is saying, even Pratikrit is saying, that there was no need of that tweet of Hardeep Singh Puri. He is a senior minister. Why was the need of that tweet, Charu? It created unwanted confusion.
There was a very detailed clarification. There was a very detailed clarification which was given after the tweet by our Ministry of Home Affairs. It was self-explanatory. I don't need to get into details. But
Dr.
at the same
Lubna,
time,
please.
Aishwarya, at the risk of repeating myself, I am going to remind everybody of a few key points that I have raised. Has the Aam Aadmi Party clearly spoken against illegal immigrants? No. Has the Aam Aadmi Party made sure these illegal immigrants are given every single facility to make their lives easier? Yes. Has the Aam Aadmi Party government asked repeatedly for EWS homes to be provided to these people? Yes. Have they distributed revdies to them? Yes. Have they sat in front of bulldozers to demolish illegal construction? Yes. Have they been giving them salaries, jobs, free education? Yes, they have even given a written letter to the High Court of Delhi saying that we are providing sufficient ration and amenities to facilitate a comfortable stay. So again, I'm asking them, my party and my government has made it very clear where we stand with illegal immigrants. What are they doing? Instead of brushing things, important topics under the carpet and lying publicly, why don't they come clean and give yes and no answers? Please notice,
if you say that the Aam Aadmi Party has not done enough,
yes and no
then your government is in center. The BJP government is in the center. You can overrule them and take that decision. When the Aam Aadmi Party asked that counter question, Charu, that how many Rohingyas Binay Singh have been sent back, I saw BJP leaders' reluctance today, Charu, on not answering that back. That tell us the list of numbers of these illegal immigrants sent back in 8 years, Charu. I'm saying there more needs to be done. If the Aam Aadmi Party is also coming on the same stand, let them see over and above the partisan politics, and let's see if the Aam Aadmi Party also wants the same thing and does not want the Rohingyas to be the illegal immigrants to be given these flats. Then what is happening? How is this happening? Why Hardeep Singh Puri had to come out with a clarification? That also has to be seen, Charu. All it has to be seen in a larger perspective. More than BJP versus AAP. It's about national security. It's about India. This debate is going to continue. I have very less time today. Patikrit, I'm really sorry. I could really take in only one intervention. Thank you so much, Charu and Ravi Srivastava ji. There's one request, one personal request on air I'm saying. You are a senior person, sir. Please let others speak. I will be able to give you more time on debate. I promise you, Ravi ji. Thank you so much, all of you. Thank you on this debate. Thank you, Binay Singh. Thank you.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 private university for the 10th year by India Today, a testimony to Amity's world-class education whilst imbibing values and sanskars in students.
UP ATS arrested 2 Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorists. The terrorists were interrogated and the investigators of the ATS also recorded the answers of the terrorists. Word by word, Nadeem and Saifullah told the UP ATS how they made fake IDs and how they were taught to make fake IDs by the people of the terrorist organization. A vegetable vendor's daughter was shot at in Indrapura locality of near a police station in Patna. The injured girl who was shot at in the neck is undergoing treatment in a private hospital. According to the Patna police, the matter is being said to be a personal affair, animosity. In Rajasthan, in a village in Bharkanwali of Sangria police station, and a priest was murdered, and the news spread in the village after the body of the priest was recovered. The reason for the murder and the whole situation is to be investigated by the police. News from Rajasthan, Jaipur, where a school teacher was set ablaze in Jambara Mangar area of Jammu, where she later succumbed to a burn injuries, according to police. The woman was set ablaze over some monetary issues.
बाद इन दोनों पक्षों में इस चीज़ को लेके विवाद था उसमें एक दूसरे पक्ष के 2 व्यक्तियों को 151 की कार्रवाई भी पुलिस द्वारा की गई थी। उसके बाद में घटना से 2 दिन पहले दोनों ही पक्षों ने एक दूसरे के खिलाफ केस दर्ज करवाए थे, आपसी मारपीट और इस तरह के केस दर्ज करवाए थे। उनका अनुसंधान अभी वर्तमान में चल रहा है और इस दरमियान जो 10 तारीख को इंसिडेंट की जो सूचना मिली उसमें कार्रवाई करते हुए पुलिस ने बयान लेके तुरंत और मुकदमा दर्ज करके उसका अनुसंधान।
Mega NI crackdown underway in Jammu and Kashmir. NI raids underway at multiple locations in Jammu, Katwa and Samba, Srinagar and Doda as well. Lashkar terrorist residence raided. Cash was dropped by drone along with consignment of weapons for use by the terrorists. Daughter of Anubrata Mondal, Sukanya Mondal has left home for Kolkata. She is supposed to appear before the High Court today by 3 p.m. Her name has come up in the SSC teachers recruitment scam. Ousted Imran Khan has fired a fresh salvo at Pakistan government after close aide was arrested over sedition charges. Imran Khan stated that the nation is descending into a banana republic. The United States and Taiwan have agreed to hold
And we are getting this breaking news, getting in an update that the Maharashtra Eknath Shinde government, viewers, the Maharashtra Eknath Shinde government is set to lift the ban on CBI in Maharashtra. Remember, the MVA government, the Uddhav Thackeray MVA government had banned CBI officials to come in Maharashtra and investigate. Rather, CBI had to take permission from the state government to investigate in Maharashtra. But now viewers, Eknath Shinde Maharashtra government is all set to revoke that, to change that, to bring it back to how it was, that CBI does not need special permission from the state government to investigate. And now from one breaking news to another, I'm directly going to my colleague Alisha, who's right there. Alisha, you are right there, right next to that boat where 3 AK-47s were found on board. What's the latest, Alisha? Full frame. Yes, Alisha, over to you.
Well, yes, Aishwarya, the official statement that already been released by police, but importantly, let me show you the visuals where Republic TV is the first channel to reach at the location where the suspicious boat that was found early morning by the fishermen, and they were first reported to the police officials. We can see the boat here on our visuals, on our screen. It's a UK registered the boat, which is a lady on the boat that was registered, and we know it was on 26th of June where this boat has started, was going to Europe, but on 26th June where it capsized. The captain was rescued by the Koreans, but it's been 2 months. Well, we'll also like to speak to the locals here, the fishermen, the first eyewitness who has reported to the police. Here in हरिकेश्वर सर, क्या हुआ था, कितने बजे की घटना है और आपने कब देखी थी बोट को और क्या रिपोर्ट किया गया था?
ये सुबह 7 बजे की घटना है। 7 बजे जब हमको बोट दिखाई दी तो हमारे सब ग्रामस्थ और बच्चे लोग सब हम लोग इधर आ गए, लेकिन बोट बहुत 1-2-3 किलोमीटर पे अंदर थी। पानी में जाने के लिए डेयरिंग नहीं होती, पानी को करंट था बहुत, लेकिन उसकी वजह पे हमने डेयरिंग कर दी। अंदर जाने के बाद इन्वेस्टिगेशन जो किया तब हमको दिखाई दिया कि एक ब्लैक कलर का बड़ा बॉक्स था, तो वो बॉक्स बाहर हमने निकाला और पुलिस को फ़ोन किया कि ऐसा ऐसा है करके। पुलिस आधे घंटे में आ गए। उसके बाद पुलिस ने बोला खोल के देखना चाहिए, इसलिए खोल के जब देखा, पुलिस ने खोले तो AK-47 3 गन, बुलेट्स, ये सब उसमें मिल गए।
जब सुबह आपने बोट देखी थी तो कैसे पता चला कि एक सस्पिशियस बोट है, न कि ये अपनी बोट हो?
नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं, लेकिन कुछ अलग दिखता है ना, कि ऐसा मतलब मछुआरे का बोट नहीं है, कुछ तो अलग बोट है, ऐसा हमने सोच में ले लिया कि कुछ ये अलग है। इसलिए हम लोग ने पुलिस को भी इन्फॉर्म किया, पुलिस भी आई, और पुलिस आने के बाद अंदर एंटर करके वो बॉक्स हमारे सब ग्रामस्थों ने बाहर ला के पुलिस को दिया और वो पुलिस ने खोला। ऐसा
क्या आपका बयान दर्ज किया गया है? क्योंकि अभी काफ़ी इम्पोर्टेंट है इस समय जानना कि किस वजह से ये बोट यहाँ पर पहुँची हुई थी, और सबसे पहले जहाँ तक आपने सुबह 7 बजे देखकर पुलिस को इसके बारे में
नहीं, अभी तक तो हमें मालूम नहीं, लेकिन पुलिस ने किसी का बयान नहीं लिया है, पुलिस अपनी तरफ से काम कर रही है।
तो Yes, this not only the Maharashtra police but also Maharashtra ATS has been looking into the matter. We even know that Vinit Agrawal, who is the ATS chief, who was present at the same location. Let me get to you the visuals. As we know the statement of the company, because the box which was found in the same box, in the same boat, the company that belongs to the Neptune Maritime Security, in the same box there were 3 AK-47 rifles that was found, after which the company was contacted, and that an Australian national, a woman national, and her husband is a captain, was from Muscat.
Absolutely, Alicia.
And then it was capsized, but the boat that was brought. But the question raises here that since 2 months there were no information about the boat, and that is a matter where the Maharashtra ATS has been looking into the matter, and soon
it's a point of concern. Let there be no doubt.
And, many more statements.
Alicia, you are absolutely right. It's a point of concern. You are reporting from ground zero, right next to that AK-47 boat, from where not 1 or 2 viewers but 3 AK-47s were recovered. Alicia, we are going to come back to you live. Thank you so much. And right after the break, we'll come back to the debate with Arnab Goswami, with one and only Arnab Goswami. Don't go anywhere, viewers. Right after a very short break.
Political face-off over Savarkar. Congress hits out at Savarkar legacy. What's wrong with tribute to Savarkar? Arnab debates at 9 p.m.
आग को फैलने से रोकना मुश्किल है, पर नामुमकिन नहीं। अब फायरवॉल टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम आग से बचाए।
Mega NI crackdown underway in Jammu and Kashmir. NI raids underway at multiple